the At Zone with Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home, reported on the game that just finished at the Den. It finished Millwall 2,
Birmingham City 0.
Bang! Get in there, home win. We haven't said that very often this season. In fact, that's only the third home game we've won. And to be fair, not a great performance against a very poor Birmingham City team. But we'll take 3 points. We will take 3 wins on the bounce. It puts us well in mid-table. In fact, I think it puts us 10th, 8 points behind the playoffs. And I'm not getting ahead of myself. That's a long way off, especially with the injuries we're having. But a game where we took our chances and Birmingham didn't create anything. So that's pretty much what happens in a game of this sort. You know, I've said time and time again, you need to build off your performances. You need to build off this. That's 7 games now unbeaten. And I think that we took the game in the right manner. I wasn't particularly happy with the first half performance. But before we go any further, please, if you like the video, put a like. We love your comments. We absolutely love reading through your comments. And we're getting close to the 2,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to the best channel on YouTube, asterisk, then subscribe. Press the little bell because we really appreciate your support. We had a changed lineup. Obviously, we had to, injuries to Sahor, injuries obviously to Kefton Bell, Williams meant that we were going to change in the midfield. We started with the formation that we've done quite a lot this season with the 5-2-3 or 5-2-2-1 formation. We started with Bart in goal, a back 3 of Jake Cooper, George Evans and Sean Hutchinson. Right wing back was Marlon Romeo. Left wing back was Scott Malone. In front of them was Ben Thompson, which is unusual playing in that position, with Ryan Woods. And then you had 2 in behind the front 3, which was Jed Wallace on the right, Mason Bennett on the left, and Matt Smith up front. If I look at the first half as a whole, I don't think Matt Smith offered very much. I thought Mason Bennett was off the pace. I felt Jed worked his absolute nuts off. In the midfield, he'd done everything you could ask for.
But it's just Jed. He works his nuts off every single game. Even if he's not on his game, he still paces for the ball.
And what we say time and time again with I say it to Zac, just watch the fact that Jed sprints to close down. I felt that we gave Birmingham far too much time and possession in our half, but they never really looked like doing it, which is probably the game plan. As a fan, it's difficult. You're thinking, why are we doing this? But Birmingham didn't really offer something. I always think that puts a little bit of pressure on your defence, and you don't want the luck to go against you in terms of the ball falling your way. But obviously, we started the game really, really high intensity and started the right way. It's an awful ball by a very experienced defender in Zan Jose. Kind of half plays it back to the goalkeeper. Jed Wallace does what Jed Wallace does very well. Nicks in front of the goalkeeper, just gets a touch to it, puts us 1-0 up, and we're absolutely flying at that stage. It's my daughter's Yasmin's boyfriend, and he's living with us in university. It's his 21st birthday. What a birthday present for him. He ain't a Millwall fan, but it's a birthday present nonetheless for us. We're celebrating, and we're absolutely buzzing at that stage. And I didn't like the fact that we sat a little bit deep after that. Birmingham had a couple of corners, but didn't really do much else. Obviously, then Cooper has to go off 13th minute, which is going to change any game. I felt like Birmingham came to match us physically today. I think they crossed the line a little bit. I think Cooper was taken out on purpose. He was taken down. He's done his shoulder again, and that's the big thing that's going to come out today is how bad is Jake Cooper, because we really don't want to lose him. Obviously, Pearce comes into the back 3 for Cooper as a straight swap. We didn't really do too much, after that in the first half. In fact, neither team did much after that in the first half. Romeo does really well down the wing in terms of to get a great cross in. He's right on the byline. He whips the cross in to the back post, and Smith has a header. It's kind of a weak header across the goalkeeper and goes wide out for a goal kick. But neither team create much else. Neither team like I said, we were sitting back and allowing Birmingham to play in our half, but they just didn't have anyone to kind of open us up. And that's probably why we played the way that we did. But we go in at a break. We come out in the second half, and I wanted a little bit more. And to be fair, with all due respect, we dominated the second half, and it probably should have scored more, if not for an absolutely disgraceful refereeing couple of decisions. You know, we weren't getting any of the 50-50 decisions. I was saying it time and time again. You was agreeing with me for a change. He's normally the unbiased one. He was saying, "Oh, I thought actually might have got the ball there." But today,
we were getting shoved and pulled. The keeper once pulled Matt Smith and shoved him out of the way. It was just, it weren't right. Thompson got slid right into the back of him. It should have been a red, but it was a yellow.
And that happened. Yes. Before that, obviously, was it who had the shot? I think it was Malone that had the shot. Well saved by the goalkeeper. Falls to Matt Smith, who's gonna, does what Matt Smith does.
He normally buries it.
He's gonna bury it
in the corner.
Keeper puts it. The defender puts his arm out like that. He's in that position. Hits his arm as plain as day. The angle you can see that we get to see. It's so obvious.
It was a 50-50. We didn't fully know.
I did. I was saying, it worked 50-50. I was saying it did, and I needed proof, and I have seen proof since then. But he's got his arm out. It's the right angle. It then goes down, plays the bit of play acting, does his head. But I can understand the ref not giving that decision. The player's going to be blind to the ref, Darren Bond, who is the ref. But for the linesman, that's his area. He easily should see that. You can see his arm goes back as well. That's a player sent off. It's a shot saved on the line and a penalty, which would have taken the game even further away from them. Neither of them given, which was disappointing. And then, Birmingham, funny enough, have a shot straight over the bar after that, although there was a handball, ironically, that was given in the box. And you want refs to make decisions in that situation. The 70th minute was the one that Zac alluded to earlier. It's a disgraceful challenge on Thompson. Right through the back of him. He's off his feet. He
didn't even try to get.
There was nowhere near the ball. It's a sending off all day long. And I've got a lot of time and respect for Birmingham in terms of the fan base. They're passionate and crazy like us. We've always had battles and. If it was like that, at the Den, it would have been, a good atmosphere. And I do think that both teams would have been singing, you're getting sacked in the morning, because they were so poor, Birmingham, today. And that's not what you'd expect from a Birmingham team. But under Karanka, they are doing nothing but going down. And that's not what you'd expect from a team as big as Birmingham City.
Because the city of Birmingham is huge.
Yep, second biggest in the country.
Yeah,
which I told you earlier.
Yeah, I learnt that. We learn something new every day. But they do have good players. But to think that they're second bottom in the league, it's just they are a good team, but they just don't show it sometimes.
No, they show they were a bad team today. Smith and obviously Bennett come off at that stage just after the Tomo tackle. Billy Mitchell comes on for 20 minutes, which was nice to see. He was lively. J-Bod comes on as well, gives us a little bit more legs up front. And I felt that they done really well, and it was good that Billy Mitchell gets the ball in midfield, plays it out to Hutchinson, who's running the overlap, does a brilliant ball, absolutely superb ball by Sean Hutchinson. It's a sweaty goal on FIFA. He plays it across. Thompson, lovely run into the box, late run you want your midfielders to be doing. And he bangs it into the back of the net, makes it 2-0 from that stage.
It's a beautiful team goal.
But that stage, it's absolutely game over. They've got absolutely no chance to come back.
We thought we were winning 1-0 20 minutes to go, but
2-0.
With that, it's just
2-0 game over, and it's really good to see from our point of view. I felt we controlled the game even at that stage, and I felt we pressured in the right place. Our injuries might be taking a toll, and that's something that we've got to get a grip on. Birmingham did create one. They obviously scored a last-minute goal. It was offside. I think it was the 91st minute. It was a shot.
Yeah, it was
a shot, and then it bounced to the Birmingham striker who finished it off. But he was miles offside. So, and that's it. We take the 2-0 win. We've got obviously Wickham on Saturday. Someone commented that red's not my colour. I agree, but that's obviously the Husky away shirt. I do feel more comfortable in blue. You're wearing the old classic goalkeeper stuff. DCS Roofing, absolute brilliant Millwall company. Run by a Millwall fan. Jimmy is a Millwall. Put some proper money behind the club. So we always love seeing DCS Roofing on the old T-shirt. But enough. We've done enough to win the game today, and that's all you want to do in that situation.
Especially against a low-tier side.
Yeah, and you know, we normally struggle against them. I didn't think we did struggle. We've done enough to win the game. That's 3 points. We go to Wickham on Saturday. Thank you very much for watching the Millwall drive home, even though we're still not driving. It's coming back to us. Only one way we can end it. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yeah.